What's up? What? Really?
It's just you're gonna keep it like this until you.
Well, you have to line it up with a latitude or longitude line.
Oh, okay. That is.
No, a latitude or longitude line, so you take grid marks, you have to line it up, your straight edge up with one of these.
Oh,
So you put the line over your boards.
So bottom of that is.
Oh, so just the very bottom, right? So line up.
So you have to line this up with the latitude. It's 20 on your line, you can't see your line. So make it darker so that you can see it. So, did everybody on this side come up with a number? 179? Everybody get that? If you got 179, that's fine. If you got 180, that's fine as well. Write it on down this box where it says course, write it in. Each of the first three boxes, like down. It's funny to line this up with line.
So this is the line of life. This is the line of
So. I. Right, but so you have. You are here. So you can find. And then. So I just had to.
Everybody tracking on this side. How are you? This side, why not? 046. Yes. So like if I like I can be over. Your line is not lit up. Yes.
Okay, so. Squared off of the last. That's it.
Yeah.
Did you get the number? It's just. Anywhere. Yeah. 55 pictures.
So I could be a first, right? So this is swinging. So everybody can.
Yeah.
Like, so you have the line thing of, with this.
Yeah.
So what line? Are you lining your?
Yeah, close enough. See when you get back.
So you guys can get to the bottom, but make sure you find those grid marks. Then your garage,
Five, what did you guys look for six? That's what five is.
the center has to be over the wall. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Got me put more in this, so like, oh, there's only one little stick left.
Like, very bottom. So that was
Like,
So it's 4 degrees over 20 miles, you're starting at 46. 46. That, no, it's not. It's good. 8.
It's 0.9.
Yeah, 178, 179, straight.
I was wondering if you were to use,
Well, if you were listening to Dupont. Yeah.
Yes.
What's the deal? Yeah.
So you will write 0.45 for plus or minus a couple degrees, okay? In the course root and the two boxes under it. So 3 boxes that say the same thing. You guys will have 3 boxes that say 180. If I say a number and you're off by 1 or 2, I don't care. You're okay. Sound good?
So
Alright.
for the box under it, you mean the course route under it?
Yep.
All 3 of them are?
All 3 of them are the same, right? Because we have to change directions. Sometimes, you know, if we wanted to go to one airport to another airport, then another, our course might change, but in this case, it won't. What's next what's our next box? Altitude. Do you remember what altitudes we're supposed to be flying at? Yep.
Is it the 5?
Are you guys heading east or west? Northeast, so what altitude? 3,500 sounds good to you guys? Okay, so write 3,500 in those 3 boxes. For you guys, you're going exactly south, right? So
0.
there is no altitude. There is no altitude. So what we'll do is think ahead. This is I gave you Z words for us all day because it's not.
Odd plus.
Remember those lines of variation between north? We're gonna add plus 11 or 12 here in a second, so it's actually going to be 180 plus 11 or 12. I know we're thinking ahead, I wouldn't expect you guys to do that. So say that we're going to build it. So what else do we want? What? 35. You sure? West is even, so what else? 4,500. What did you say?
Best to even.
That's one of the rules we learned about.
Because if someone's going west and someone's
Yep.
going east.
So that if you're traveling opposite direction, you don't hit each other. So,
But.
44.
yep, plus 500. Yep,
Well, it's still plus 500. So it'd be 4,500.
plus 5. So, what else do we want? 4,500 in those 3 boxes. What is our next thing?
Wind.
Wind. All right, you'll all get the same wind. I'm not making 2 different wind problems. We will do wind from 090 at 10 knots. And just for fun, even though it doesn't matter, our temperature is going to be 15 degrees Celsius. We use Celsius for these words. Yep, everybody uses the same wind. And it doesn't change, unlike real life. So in real life, you know, you would take the winds at Chester County and put those in the first box. We would take winds aloft, winds at altitude, put that in the second box. And then, you know, you guys are going to Reading, you guys are going to Claremont, you would get your destination airport winds and they would all be different. We're not doing that. No 1 6p calculation. We're not there yet. Okay. We're not there yet. Don't worry. No, it's for when magnetic north varies, right? All right, what's our next box?
Yeah, that's right.
Airspeed. We're all in nice airplanes that just go 100 knots. Okay, so just put 100 down the box, all 3 boxes. Okay. Something you could do is for the first block, you could put your climb airspeed. And then, you know, cruise airspeed, and then a descent speed for when you're descending. And in real life, we would have many more points because we'd be going much further distances. I'm just giving you a taste of the misery, okay? What's our next box?
True course.
True course, wind correction angle is what that says. Oh, we just learned this yesterday. So everybody has an E6 feet, right? All right, let me know what our so if we take a second real quick, if we jump ahead, you'll find a GS ground speed column. Do we all see that? We look ahead on our paper. And so our ground speed, we have estimated and actual on top of each other, so we will put whatever ground speed you find in the estimated. So you're gonna put whatever the first number you find is, skip a box, it's the same number, skip a box, same number, right? Tracking? All right, we're also going to do that wind correction angle, so you're gonna say it's plus whatever, +5, I don't know what it's gonna be, I haven't done the math, okay? And you're just gonna put that in that, this bottom box with that true
Is
course.
the true colors where we add +11 or 12?
Nope,
Still not doing that.
just doing wind. Trust me, don't jump ahead. Raise your hand when you have finished. Is the attendance sheet still going around?
I didn't.
Where's the attendance sheet? Let's keep passing it, please. Somebody just say they're done already.
If John is the one that's going like.
Yeah.
That's one of the pilots was like, okay, now.
If you need help, let me know. I'm looking at.
Wind is.
Yes.
Now, everyone. To Mark. So.
All right. We read the directions first, right?
That's another 0 to add.
Then, Thursday, we need to.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark, we lost. We're gonna get the. Okay.
So now if you turn this to our actual heading, which is.
Mark on the E6B,
So-
and not faster than that garage. Yep.
That's the thing, I was just forgetting what
That dot, that little dot onto our. Which is 170.
Well, first, our airspeed
Wherever the front
is.
is. So
That's not true.
it's like 1990.
This.
No. The dot should go up to the 100 yards. So that's a 90 now. So that's the 70.
I said that. Is that what you got to? Okay, yeah.
It's 99.
So.
99.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah. You slide that down to the line. And then your ground speed will be.
Yeah.
Under the center.
It makes it a little bit different. But no, I put my stuff in.
And it's like,
So, but that. Yeah.
What?
So like.
Set the direction.
Yep.
What's the
What's the wind?
And it's.
So, set wind under true index.
Slides as so on our street is.
I
So you
that's next
slide
to where
that.
It was a 9.
Strong stars and under.
That's so like.
Yeah, like I'm trying
Nine is what is direction.
I don't know where it's slightly. I don't know where it's, I do now. Yeah. Okay.
So, what's it?
I'm just saying.
Wind correction. It's right there. It's like the next one.
You say,
Yeah, and then underneath it says W stay. Not yet, no.
Direction.
Like we. So.
so, what is,
So the we're gonna
Would you?
for true airspeed, So it's already there. Okay, so your wind direction angle.
What?
That's is.
For the right.
What? I think it's wind direction angle, it's plus or minus.
It's on there.
Oh.
Feature two.
So like.
Okay.
It's still like.
So how far?
That's it. Depends on where.
Yep. Next one. Still under six. Oh, so. It's further down. How is everybody? On this side, what did we get for a wind direction angle? 4 or 5 degrees? Okay, did everybody get that?
Yeah.
If you did not, raise your hand. All right, we'll get back to, what's our ground speed? 92? Okay, on this side, what was our wind correction angle?
6 degrees.
What? 6. All right, we'll get there in a second. So, 6, and what was our ground speed? 97, 100. All right, we will get back. All right. What did you guys not guess?
Got it, yeah. So, and then we can read the ground speed.
Well, you slid this.
Yeah.
That.
I think it's different for the direction of like the. Oh.
But you're
I'm
not
traveling
traveling
over the wind.
Yeah, you're right.
It's coming really good. Blowing from the east.
So I
just
start
traveling
Yeah.
from the east. So that's where it's okay.
What's up?
All I want is. Practice none of the Google, it's like, here's their test. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. So good way to remember, okay? I mean, there is, but not for this side of the class. Because you guys were exactly from the east, so if depending on which way you slid your thing, you either got plus or minus. So think practically, if we're all in the airplane going south and the wind is pushing from this direction, which way are we going to have to turn to correct for the wind? Left or right?
Left.
Left. So our actual heading is going to be less than 180, right? So it would be -6 or whatever number you guys decided to get. Yes, but for them, they had exactly an east wind and a south heading. So depending on which way they decided to get to south, they could have gotten it.
I know.
Questions? So far, it's gonna be the same number all the way down, okay? Skipping one block.
So 12 degrees to the right, -6, so we're looking at 186.
Yep, so then do the math and put it in whatever other box is in that column. If you need help, let me know. We're not there yet.
Yeah.
If they wanna jump ahead, they can, but I'm not gonna follow along. Because they're jumping ahead. I'm not there yet. We have to add the 180 for 6 from the 180 and put that in that box as well. We all did that, right? On this side, and we all are new fitting in the box. Yep, exactly. We have to finish this. We have to finish the column we're on first. So do the math. Add your 4 to that 0.6 and put it in the box all the way down. Then that's a new number that we're working with. Okay? It's a 4, 5, 6.
So the left, right.
All right. Now we're gonna do variation. That's our next column, right? So, what color is the variation line? Magenta, but yes. All right. Whoever can find it first, raise your hand. Oh, wait, what? Finding the variation line. You found it. You found it. Raise your hand if you find it. That's that dotted magenta line. It's probably gonna say plus 11 or 12. It's a huge line that runs the entire length of your sectional map. That's the hardest thing to find on this thing. You found it?
Yeah, I did.
So my favorite tip is to go to the ocean because it's really obvious it's from the ocean. You already didn't win. Sorry, Daniel. Somebody else found it before you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's right in front of your face, but you'll never find it. Make sure you find both of them. They happen every about once a hand on the sectional map for me.
Feels right up now.
Yeah.
Like I know.
It's at an angle. Yes.
Yeah.
So what number is our root closest to here? 11 or 12?
Not you guys.
11?
Yeah.
Did everybody find 11 west?
No.
Yeah.
Is it closer to one? I think it's closer to five. So they. It's like,
No? He thinks we're closer to 12. Do you guys agree?
No.
All right. All right.
Let's see.
Blood today.
Yeah.
Are we closer to 11 or 12? So we'll write plus 12. And we're gonna
Oh, yeah, it's 12 closer.
Well, do the new math, and that's our new thing, okay?
Oh, 12.
Yeah.
So then what's the difference? This one's 11.
So. 62,062. How about on this side? What's our new heading that we found? 186. Are you guys good with the 12? Did you find your 12? Because plus our root closer to 12 than it is 11.
Yes, why do we choose 12 here and not 12 here?
Because the other one's 11.
No, how is it 11?
Yeah.
Because that's how many degrees. So remember, actual north, the magnetic north pole is moving around up north. It's not actually in the center of the earth anymore. So when you're over the 12 line, it's about 12 degrees off. Your magnetic compass is 12 degrees off. But as you get closer to the center, wherever it is actually centered, the variation is less and less. So that's why it gets lower and lower and lower. There's a spot in the middle of our country that I have no idea where, and there's a 0 line.
What's the sense of grade?
Oh, it's in the middle of our country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then on the west coast, it goes up again.
How do you know it was adding?
Because west is just, you just add it. It's easy for us because we're never over on the west coast. Alright. Alright, the last one is what? What's our last column? Deviation, right?
Yeah.
So, magnetic heading. Do you remember I said all the electronics in our airplane have a compass? Usually it's plus or minus 1. Today we're gonna use plus 1. Okay? Yep, that's the compass card thing on the airplane. We're gonna use plus 1.
Just writing that down.
Just writing plus 1, redoing your math. Under the deviation.
Good, it's simple math, I can do it. I know, right? Like, let's see if I can do it. Over here.
They were doing the same thing, but we're. Decided to like, downward to, I don't think west.
Nope.
Government, because it's a region, right?
Yep, it's.
Thank you.
We good? We've added our, redone our math.
Yeah, but
What's our?
it's like 12 is basically the east side. And each side here is always going to be done.
186.
Then you go to like Georgia, it's like.
So this is where you went to 12, right?
That just sounds to be longer one.
That's fine. As long as the numbers are still.
Right, and so how you should have done it for. Is.
Are you? Like, nothing about it.
Yep.
Six, 902, 17. That is still well. So, the plus one, we all got the plus one? I need a little bit of quiet. The plus one is, remember, the interior, all the electronics in the airplane are messing with our airplane's magnetic compass. Usually plus one, plus two, not minus a couple, it depends on the heading you're going. I am not walking down there and getting a compass card for us today. We are just simulating with plus one. It's airplane specific, no airplane, I mean, there is airplanes that are the same, but you have to check with the airplane you're flying. So we're gonna add that plus one and we have our final heading, right? What is it over here? 187? Plus or minus a couple degrees for everybody, what is it over here? 063, please. Plus or minus a couple. Now the next column says CH, right? Calibrated heading. We're just gonna write that new heading in that big box because that's the heading the final heading we're gonna use when we're flying. We want it in the biggest box so that we can see it.
So that's where the 0 3.
Yep, whatever our final number is. In the CH, the next box. It's just a little bigger. Yep. All right, what's our next column? Distance. So let's find the distance between our legs. Get your ruler out and measure between each of the points. So airport to highway, highway to highway, highway to airport. What's up?
Who's in the image?
That was the plus one.
There's
So I showed
So
her.
MH and the CH are the same.
You guys she kind of did it a little bit backwards, but I did it the correct way in hers. Just for next time, like where it put to 12, so stuff like that.
So this is the minus 18. Right.
From the airport.
I know, I got 10, and then plus 12, so then it's like 96. And then.
All this down, but stuff. Break it look up here. These are the 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where two adding, just. Then this is where you do your eyes. Oh my God, which way is right? Well, it's easy to follow because the headings up here, right? So you've mapped down these boxes. These one big box, one big box.
Yeah.
These 4 boxes, well, just use that heading down here, so. Yeah. Well, because then if you had plastic something that's here. Put that.
That fire. Yeah. Thanks, Al.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say? 500.
Are
we still in? Yeah. Okay, 5 minutes, yeah.
All right, how is everybody? Did we get all 3 of our distances?
Oh.
What are you confused about?
Talking about.
Find the distance between the points.
And then.
Like what?
It does not matter as long as they're the same. Remaining, but we're not gonna do that.
So it's about like. About 50 bucks.
All right, that's it.
Well.
And then.
Plus.
We got 9. We got
Oh,
You're just bringing the flags, right?
What is that? So. And, oh, I'm great, six. And just kind of closer to what I got. I sent it. No. Sweet, yeah, we're about to. What? So.
You're heading.
You know where, what box they're in.
What's the county?
One eighty.
It's 9 miles. Here's-
It's.
One's 9 miles.
Where you put that?
You follow me, so like-
Correct. Then you have a lot.
Nice to bring you.
This side, this. We have 10, 5, 10, 7, 5, plus this one.
Yeah, I said 10, 6, 5.
Next one. There is a remaining balance. If it's longer cross country, that would matter. We would count the opposite way. We don't need to do that. It's just. You understand how that works? Not on them. What's the next box? Yeah. Yep, so there's estimated time en route, estimated time of arrival, actual time en route. Box. Estimated time of arrival.
I would do it.
Remember the back of your 16? Yes.
Right.
Let's get the one next. It's not something. What distance side? Do we have our distances? What distances did we get? 9, 11, 14? 4? 9, 11, 4, plus or minus, I wouldn't do halves. Yep, don't do halves, just makes it more complicated for yourself. Round, make it easier.
I guess that's.
So. 9, 11, 4. The remaining, you could count backwards, it's a short flight, there's no need to do that, it's not gonna be a place, I mean, if it's a longer flight, that might matter. You will have to do parts of it on the quiz, that's why we're doing it all at once, so that you can see why, how everything fits.
So that it's. Remaining, like, for those. Yeah, so.
You would add all of them up
Then you.
and then subtract 9. What's our next thought?
We already filled out the ground.
Estimated time, ground speed, that is estimated time. So there's estimated time of arrival, actual time and actual time of arrival. Which I'm really doing. No need to do all those extra math things. I don't even think my real students do that. Not that you guys are gonna do. So we're just looking for the estimated time and route from point to point. And that's on the back of your V60, go ahead and track.
So this is gonna be something, right? Remember to put it once it's broken. Yeah.
Yes.
No. 21 miles.
10 miles.
We have to count, we have to add all these lengths and 100.
Oh, I think it's just the leg.
Your speed is not 100, right? We corrected for that. Yep, just one leg at a time.
So the set 93. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm thinking it's gonna be.
but we don't have the time.
Yeah, I mean.
We only have the distance on the outside.
Distance miles.
Yeah, and then that. What's the distance of our first leg? So keep it on. We're gonna get.
Does anybody remember?
There's almost sense for you.
If that's just say 5.5 minutes, so. That's.
It says just it's right.
No, got it. Line that, thing up with your graphs, you know, line up the triangle with 93, we're missing the back, you doing it. So that I don't need to come back there and do it again. Okay, you're gonna do it all together. Line the triangle up, you guys can listen to it, line the triangle up with your speed, okay? Everybody has that. Your first leg on this side is 10 miles, right? So by 10 on the outside ring, what's your guys' speed? 90.
Our speed is 100.
No,
Our first leg is 90.
your speed is, okay. 199, whatever you did. So,
Yes.
all right. And then everybody sees where it's like 50, 55, 60 is the top, is the triangle, and there's 70. Think of those as minutes. There's 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes, 6 minutes. Can you see how 10 lines up with about 6.5 minutes?
Yeah.
Maybe a little less, maybe a little more.
60 and
You see 60 and 70? 60 is 6 minutes and 70 is 7 minutes. We're at about 6.5.
Yeah, like 65.
So is ours good?
Yeah, I need this.
Wait, what kind of weight? Yeah.
Does the outer ring is your 10?
And then you're saying this is like 6 minutes, I think 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Do that. On this side, what's our speed? 100. Okay, plus or minus, line it up with whatever. Yeah, some people got 100, they're the same number, remember, plus or minus a couple, they are still correct. Line up the triangle with whatever airspeed, I'm gonna say that was 36 years for me. Line it up with the 100.
An hour.
How long is the first leg?
And it's not gonna take you, so then.
9 minutes? 9 miles? So, without scrolling anything, find 9 on the outer ring. Okay. What number is that lined up with the inner ring?
So it's 6.5 minutes for the first one. Up to 90.
Okay, so if what was our first leg? 9? So it's at about 55, 54. See that?
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah.
We're good. So if that's 5 minutes, and that's 5.5 minutes, that's 6 minutes, 7 minutes. We are at about 5.5 minutes. Okay, now do the next one. So you can write your 6 minute or whatever, 5.5 minutes.
Probably could be easy to just do 100, it's 5 minutes 60.
If you know the formula in your head, do it the formula way, I'm not a formula person.
Something like that. So, and
There is no left or right side. You have to find 9, because that's our distance. Nope, that's our speed.
The second guy, right? Yeah. So that's what it says.
What?
So
You have to
it's like
read
6.1.
the formula. That's not under the dot. How fast are we going?
I mean, it's estimated, so it doesn't.
Right?
So
Outer is the distance.
I looked at 95, the speed is changing, that.
That matches up, so it's out 55.
The six, so you get the outer
That's
ring.
5 minutes.
Finding six, so 10 is here.
6 minutes.
7, 9, 8,
7,
7, 6.
That's 5 minutes.
Which lines up right with like the oil town. So that would be 6 minutes.
Now you don't need to move that swivel anymore, you just find the new distance on the outside.
Are we agreeing to get it? For the second.
I know, just like 9, 5.
What'd you get?
9 miles, 5. Well, the next one.
Oh,
How long?
the next one?
11 minutes, 11, 6 and 3.
I mean, I guess as long it's like 6 for. Oh, you the first one? So the second one would be.
Nope. What's your next?
And then. So it's 1 knot.
So what'd you get?
Okay, but it's still the first one.
What's your distance?
The last.
10, 6, 5. Yeah, right. So the first one, how much you're. The last. Right. The next one.
Doesn't make sense, if you're getting about 10 miles.
Yeah.
It's on the outside, it's 10 minutes.
Yeah. So the thing is,
No, so we were saying this doesn't. So I just agree, and I said, she probably. Probably,
yeah, right there.
that was for 5 miles for the last leg.
Yeah, it's really bad point.
I just kind of.
So it's still moving.
No, sorry. 5, guys, we're not doing one take at a time. Okay?
Oh.
There's 1, there's 10, that's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So 5, we matched up with a 3, 5. Okay. What times did we get with sleigh? 5.5. We're not going to do anything other than halves and full minutes. Don't make it hard. You're not gonna be able to time that. Yes. All right, so what are the times? 5.5, 5.5, 6.5, 2.5. Everybody gets something similar.
We just round up.
30 seconds. Fifteen seconds.
Last time was 4 miles.
No,
That's 6.
It's not gonna affect us that much. All right, we're here. What are we doing?
Okay, so. Hold on, I gotta.
Oh, and remember, do not round. If you're gonna round, or actually, you will your answers will only be the minute or. Okay, we're not doing 1.4 minutes or any of that. 1.5 or 1 minute, you know. On this side, congratulations, you've done a cross-country flight plan. You thought last time was horrible. Here you go. Go ahead, fold your maps up. Those are for you to keep. I suggest looking at them, studying them, practicing, making flight plans. You keep them. Yep, that's mine. That's yours. You can use them as wrapping paper. Yeah, Christmas present. Go ahead, clear your decks of everything except the plotters, E6B, and the book.
So now I'm.
Daniel, go ahead, Daniel, you can follow whatever you want.
What you said, you go.
No, 10 gallons, right? So for fuel, she had a good point. That whole flight took what, 20 minutes, right? So at 10 gallons an hour, roughly you're burning what, 3 to 4 gallons? Okay. I'm not gonna make you be like, yeah, it's 1.2 gallons, so that's 6 minutes.
Yeah.
On this side, what did we get? What you got? What?
6.5, 4.5.
6.5, 4.5, 3. Either. Tracking? Yeah. If you got that, go ahead, clear your desks off of everything except your plotter, your E6B, and your book and calculator. Everything else on the floor. Did everybody back here understand what we did?
And what we got last year.
I have writing in my book.
If you have writing in your book, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you wrote in that book. If it's your book, even if it's your book, did you write in the book? Raise your hand. Cool. If you two put your books underneath, you can have the classroom books. Yep, everybody. Well. Yep. And you can get rid of this bit, and much of that is, you need the book here? All right. And do you mind moving down one spot?
Oh, I don't need one.
I think she does.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right. What? Start this on this side.
Oh, me.
This side you're good? All right. You guys have it? Go ahead, sign that. Pass it. All right, go ahead, clear everything off, the sectionals, everything, or except a plotter, E6B, a calculator, and this book I'm about to give you. Everything can go on. Oh, you're good? That looks like a water bottle. I'm kidding.
That's a pretty one.
Trying to tattletale on her?
She's a sticky note.
Literally. What? All right. Please try to not use a red or dark colored or a cool, like hot, like pink. Please, let's not do that again. All right. You have until the end of class. Please don't keep me that long.
A regular ball pen.
Yeah, I don't care what kind of pen you use.
Beautiful.
Oh, I think it's your
All right.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you pass it. Everybody sign the attendance sheet. Don't worry, I didn't forget to clear the slide.